If you're still struggling to become a consistently profitable trader and you keep finding yourself losing trades or getting caught on the wrong side of the market, the issue isn't your knowledge. And over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to prove that to you. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why your results have been so inconsistent, what a real trading system actually looks like, and how to finally trade SMC with confidence every single session. Now, I want to start by showing you something that most traders just never realize. I've helped hundreds of traders, and every single one of them was telling me the exact same thing. They'd been studying the same thing for months, some of them years, and every session was the same experience. They'd open the charts, and immediately the doubt would kick in. Is this market structure bullish or is it bearish right now? They'd look at it one way and then completely second guess themselves and look at it another way. They'd then spot some liquidity sitting above a price level. Should I factor this in? Is price actually going to sweep this before it moves? Or do I just ignore it completely and take the trade anyway? Then they'd look for a place to take a trade from. They see a few order blocks and there's a fair value gap. So now what? Do I wait for price to hit the order block? Do I take the fair value gap entry? Which order block do I even choose? And while they're sitting there going through all of this in their own head, the market moves. They either miss the trade completely or they get in at the wrong time. And the worst part, every session was different. One day they'd trust the order block and the next day they'd switch to fair value gaps. One week they use liquidity as a filter and the next week they just completely discard it. Always switching, always changing, and never consistent. And I get it, because I've been there too. When you're learning from multiple people, everyone teaches things slightly different. You start mixing everything together and calling it a strategy. But the truth is, it's not a strategy. It's just random concepts pieced together. And at some point, you have to ask yourself, if studying more hasn't fixed it by now, what will? And the longer this goes on, the harder it gets, because every losing trade chips away at your confidence just a little more each time. Every missed setup makes you doubt yourself a little more, until eventually you don't even trust what you're learning anymore. You watch a video and you think, is this even right? You see a setup and think, have I even got this correct? It's like the more you study, the less certain you feel. And the worst part is, studying feels like the right thing to do. It makes sense. You think, I'm not profitable yet, so I need to learn more. I need to find the missing piece. And so you go back and you watch more content, you follow more traders, you buy another course, because that's what feels productive. But knowing more doesn't fix the problem. It never did. You don't have a knowledge problem, you have a system problem, and no amount of studying will give you a system. It will just give you more concepts to be confused by. Think about it. If I asked you right now to show me an order block on a chart, you probably could. If I asked you to point a fair value gap, you probably could. So you already know these things. The knowledge is there. And if you can't quite do that yet, then that's also fine, because I'm about to save you a lot of time. But for those of you who can, and most of you watching this probably can, the problem was never the knowledge. You've known this stuff for a while now. You just don't have a clear system to execute it with. And I'm telling you, no amount of studying is going to give you that. And that's the cycle. Study, confusion, doubt, lose, and study again. And the longer that you stay in that cycle, the harder it becomes to get out. Because now you don't even trust what you're learning anymore. And that is the most dangerous place that you could be as a trader. At some point, something has to change. Because doing the same thing and expecting a different result, well, that's the literal definition of insanity. And I don't say that to be harsh. I say it because I've watched so many talented traders stay stuck in that loop for years, studying more, getting more confused, losing more confidence, when the answer was never more knowledge. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing changes until you change something. You can watch this video and go back to doing exactly what you've been doing. And in 6 months, you'll be in the exact same place. Same doubts, same losses, same frustrations. Or you can make a decision today that actually moves the needle. The traders who are winning right now made that decision at some point. The only question is when you're going to make it. You already have the knowledge. You've already put in the hours. The only thing missing now is a real system that puts everything together. And I'm telling you, once you have that, everything changes. And I bet by now, you're probably thinking, what is this system? So let me explain it to you. A system is simply a set of rules. Rules that tell you exactly what to look for. Rules that tell you exactly when to get in, when to stay out. The same rules every single session, no matter what the market is doing, no matter how you're feeling that day. You follow the rules, and that's it. And I know it sounds simple, but here's where it gets even deeper. Because a real system isn't just a checklist. Every single concept you use has to have its own rules underneath it. Let's take market structure, for example. What actually counts as a valid swing high? What counts as a valid pullback? Most traders couldn't tell you. They eyeball it. They make guesses. And that guess is different every single session. The same thing goes for order blocks. What makes an order block valid? What makes one invalid? Is it the last up close before the down candle? Does it have to be unmitigated? Does the size matter? Without clear rules for these questions, you're just drawing box on a chart and hoping. Same goes for liquidity. Same with fair value gaps. Every single concept needs its own set of rules. Not opinions, not what you think looks right, rules. And then once you have the rules for every concept, you need a process that connects them all together in the right order. And then, most importantly, you need data. Real data that shows you that those rules actually work. Because without data, you're just guessing. Data is what turns a set of rules into a real edge. And an edge is what turns trading into a profitable business. Most traders never get there. Not because they're not capable, but because building all of that from scratch, testing it, refining it, collecting the data, well, that takes years. And so now you only really have two options. Option one, you take everything I've shared with you today and you go and do it yourself. You go and test every concept. You build your own rules around market structure, around order blocks, liquidity, fair value gaps, all of it. You go develop your own edge. You collect your own data. You build it into a system that you can actually trade. And that's a valid option. And if you do that, it works. But I want to be honest with you about what that actually looks like in practice. It took me years of testing, years of refining, years of collecting data, and I was doing this full time. For most traders doing it on their own, you're looking at months, maybe years of trial and error, of losing trades whilst you're trying to figure this out, or starting again when something doesn't work. And then there's option two. You get it done for you. Everything I've already built, everything I've already tested, every rules I've already developed, every piece of data I've already collected, given to you immediately so you can skip straight to the part where you actually have a system and start trading. And that's exactly why I built the SMC Engine, because I didn't want traders to spend years figuring out what I'd already figured out. So I took everything, every rule, every concept, every piece of data, and built it into something that you can use from day one. 4 indicators that do everything we just talked about automatically, built on the exact rules that I've developed, the rules I've tested, the rules I've been trading with for years. You don't have to learn them. You don't have to develop them. You don't even have to test them. You just turn them on. And they map market structure for you. They'll map order blocks for you. They map your liquidity levels. They map your fair value gaps, everything done for you automatically every single session. And on top of the SMC engine, you're also going to get my full trading strategy. Yes, the complete edge, backed by over 3 years of real data. The exact strategy that I've sold privately for $1,500. The exact strategy that real traders have used to pull real profits from prop firms consistently. Ralph, for example, $23,500 in payout, $53,000 in total payouts. Bill, $200K, Chester, third payout, consistency month after month. Ilkan, max allocation on FTMO, gold tier in overall rewards. Stefan, first ever prop firm payout of $6,400. That's real traders, real results, real proof. So let me walk you through exactly what it is that you'll be getting to. First, you're getting the market structure indicator. This automatically maps your swing highs, swing lows, trend direction, breaks of structures, change of characters, every session, the same way, every time, and no manual work, no guessing. The rules are already built in. And then you're getting the order block indicator. This automatically identifies and marks every valid institutional order block on your chart in real time. Again, that's no manual marking, no second guessing which one is valid and which one isn't. The rules are already coded. And then there's the liquidity indicator. This automatically maps every important buy side and sell side liquidity level on your chart. You can see exactly where smart money is hunting. Again, already done for you. And then there's the fair value gap indicator. Every imbalance in price plotted automatically across every time frame. You never have to manually hunt for fair value gaps again. Take this for example, right? This is a normal TradingView chart. This is what price would look like if you were to just look at it normally, right? You can see how you could conclude so many different opinions from this price action. Some of you may see it as bearish, some of you may see it as bullish, some of you see order blocks in certain areas and other areas, and so on and so forth, right? There's so many pieces of information. But look at this. In just a click of a button, everything changes. It goes from being completely open to your discretion to completely clear and rule-based. And then there's the full SMC trading strategy, the complete edge backed by over 3 years of real data. The exact same strategy that produced every single one of those results that you just saw. Built around the same rules, the same process, the same system. You're also getting the full SMC indicator training. Video walkthroughs showing you exactly how to use every indicator and real trade walkthroughs where I break down live trades using the system so that you can see exactly how it all comes together. And here's what having all of this actually gives you. Clarity. Right now, every time that you open your charts, you're spending time trying to figure out what's actually happening. Is the market bullish? Is it bearish? Where is the structure? Where's the liquidity? Where should I be looking? Well, that time is gone. The confusion is gone. From the moment that you open your chart, everything is already done for you. You know instantly what's happening and where to look. And that feeling of finally understanding what you're looking at every single session, well, that's what clarity gives you. The second thing is confidence. Right now, every trade that you take comes with doubt. Did I get it right? Is this order block valid? Should I be in this trade? Well, when you have a real system backed by real data with real rules, that disappears. You're not guessing anymore. You're just following a process that is tested and proven. And that confidence changes your trading completely. And then there's the speed of this. What used to take you 15, 20 minutes to manually map out your structure, your order blocks, finding liquidity, spotting gaps, now happens in seconds. You open the chart, the engine has already done everything for you. You just look for the setup and you either take it or you don't. Simple. And then there's the consistency part. This is a big one. Right now, every session is different because you're doing things differently every time. With the SMC engine, your process never changes. It's the same rules, same indicators, same decisions, every single session. And that consistency in your process is what creates consistency in your result. And that leads me straight into the next one, results. When you have the clarity, confidence, speed, and consistency, everything changes. You stop missing trades, you stop getting caught on the wrong side, you stop second guessing price, you start building real data, you start seeing real consistency in results, and your trading finally looks like a consistent business. So let's take a quick look at what all of this is actually worth. The 4 indicators as a complete package, $997. The full trading strategy with over 3 years of real data, $1,500. The SMC indicator training and real trade walkthroughs is another $500. And so the total value of everything that you're getting today is over $3,000. But you're not investing $3,000 today. You're not even investing $1,500. In fact, you're not even investing $997. Today, your investment is just $297. Now, let me tell you why that matters, and again, why this price will never be seen again. We are continuing to build and develop this product. Over the next few months, we're releasing trade alert indicators that will notify you when a valid setup is being formed based on the exact rules that are built into this engine. No more sitting at the charts and waiting. The system tells you when to look. And we're also building an AI coaching agent, an agent trained on everything that I know, every teaching, every strategy, every concept, a 24/7 coach that you can speak to whenever you get stuck. You can share your charts with it, ask questions, have your analysis reviewed, journal your trades, get psychological feedback and psychological support. And when these things go live, this becomes a yearly subscription of $1,500 every single year to retain your access to the system. But if you join today, you get access to everything that's live right now and everything that's coming for life for a one-time investment of $297. And you will never see this price again. Once this moves to a subscription, that's it. This offer is gone forever. So now imagine waking up tomorrow knowing that you have all of this. No more stressing about whether your bias is correct. No more sitting there for 15 to 20 minutes trying to figure out market structure. No more wondering whether you should take the order block or the fair value gap. No more worrying about whether the liquidity is going to affect your trade or not going to affect your trade. No more having no strategy and no rules to follow. You wake up, you open your charts, everything is already done for you. You know exactly what's happening, you know exactly where to look, and you just follow the system. And then you take the trade or you don't take the trade. And you close the laptop knowing that you traded with a real process behind every single decision. That's what this gives you. The link is below this video in the description. Click on it, create your account, get yourself set up, and I'll see you on the other side.